Hi everyone, welcome to Shaping Memories and welcome to Who, What, or Where Am I? So today we have a Who Am I? And if you've never played this with us before, I give you a certain amount of clues and the clues start out very vague and they get more and more specific as we get closer and closer to the last clue. And hopefully you're halfway through or a little bit, 3/4 of the way through, you should start to guess who it is. So today I have quite a lot of clues. I think I have 30. And as I said before, it is a Who Am I? So let's start. I am going to put on my reading glasses today because the writing is really small on this one. So let's get started. All right. Our first clue. I was born in 1969. That's your first clue. Do you know who it is? All right, number 2. I was kind of unkept and uneducated when I was young. Number 3. I'm no dumb yokel anymore. Number 4. A friend helped me grow up just enough. Number 5, I can roller skate and ride a unicycle. Next clue, I have appeared on television thousands of times. Number 7, you may have seen me on the Ed Sullivan Show, Hollywood Squares, The Colbert Report, and Saturday Night Live. Wow, wonder who it is. Number 8, I became friends with 2 of America's first ladies, Barbara Bush and Michelle Obama. Number 9, I have a teddy bear named Radar. Are you starting to figure out who it is? Okay, number 10, I am a living legend. Next clue, I have cousins all around the world. Number 12, I have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Next clue, I live on a famous street. That's a big clue. I live on a famous street in a famous neighborhood. Number 14, my next door neighbor is a real grouch. All right, number 15. I sometimes get confused and mispronounce words and names. Number 16. I have starred in several movies. Number 17. Mitt Romney and Barack Obama debated over me. Are you getting it? I think you might be getting pretty close if you put all those together. All right, we have quite a bit more. Number 18. I'm exceptionally likable. Children love me, so do adults. Number 19. I learned my ABCs on national television. Okay, we have 10 more. I think you might already get it, but if you haven't got it yet, there's 10 more. Here we go. My species is unclear. 21. Someone gave his right arm for me. Number 22. I'm very tall, 8 feet, 2 inches in fact. Next clue. My head weighs 6 pounds. Number 24. Miss Finch took me away from home. My friends brought me back. Number 25. I am perpetually 6 years old. Next clue. My grouchy friend calls me a turkey. He's just teasing, I think. Oh, turkey feathers. Number 27. I sang at Jim Henson's memorial. Number 28. Yellow is a beautiful color, don't you think? I know you all have it by now. Let's do the last two clues if you don't. Number 9 to number 29. I don't like to ruffle anyone's feathers. And our last clue, I can tell you how to get to Sesame Street. So think about it. I'm sure all of you already have it. But when I come back, I'll tell you who it is and give you some little bit of history and some fun facts about this Who Am I? So hopefully you got it. And I'll see you in a little bit with our answer. Okay, everyone, so we're back. If you had guessed Big Bird from Sesame Street, you would be correct. All of those clues should have led you right to Sesame Street and Big Bird as the character that I was talking about. So, let me tell you a little bit about Big Bird and how he got started and where some of all of those clues come from. All right, here we go. So, Big Bird is the flightless but walking and talking giant yellow bird on the long-running children's series Sesame Street. This affable, sweet-natured, curious character has become a universal symbol of childhood. The 8-foot, 2-inch bird can roller skate, ice skate, dance, and draw, and even ride a unicycle. Although his wings are unable to carry him into the clouds, he has taken audiences on flights of fancy for more than 50 years. So, Big Bird is actually a full-bodied Muppet, meaning he's a hybrid of costuming and puppetry. A human operates the character from inside the costume rather than from above with strings or from beneath with wires. He was born in 1969 from a design drawn by Jim Henson and built by Kermit Love. He looked a bit different back then than he does now. Originally, he was not as fluffy as he is now or as round. His feathers were shaggy and unkempt, and there were far fewer of them on his head. He gradually became fuller, fluffier, and rounder, and much better groomed. Big Bird's personality has also changed throughout the years. Henson's original idea for the character was for him to be slow-witted and bird-brained. However, Carol Spinney, who took over the giant yellow bird, created and developed the character the world knows and loves today. Psychologically, he is a 6-year-old child with all the curiosity and charm that entails. Much of the time, he just wants to be liked and included. Big Bird's assumed age has played into several of the show's plot lines. For example, in early appearances, he could not yet read or write. Audience members learn the alphabet right alongside him. Because Big Bird has more interaction with Sesame Street's human characters than any other Muppet, he is also a constant model for children navigating their way through this grown-up world. Okay, so what kind of bird is Big Bird? So that's always been kind of up to debate. So real quickly, his species is not clear. On some episodes, they've referred to him as a canary. Producers have. And in other episodes, Big Bird himself states he's more of like a condor. He claims condor status again in an episode in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Let's see. But during a Hollywood Squares episode, he tells the host that he's more like a lark. And then a zoologist named Mike Dixon suggests that Big Bird is more evolved like a whooping crane. And then Oscar the Grouch, his neighbor, always called him a turkey. And he was always teasing him that he was a big turkey. So it's safe to say his species is quite unique and unknown. He's a one-of-a-kind creature whose main characteristics, besides feathers and a huge beak, are innocence, humility, and lovability. So, let's find out just a few facts about Big Bird. I have a few interesting facts real quick. In 2000, the year 2000, the Library of Congress named Big Bird a living legend. Big Bird's bodysuit, that whole suit weighs 10 pounds and the head weighs 6 pounds. That's a pretty heavy suit to be wearing. Let's see, what else? Big Bird received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1994. He is one of just 2 Muppets to have one. The other is Kermit the Frog. The United States Postal Service issued a Big Bird stamp in 1999. Let's see, and Jim Henson's original design for Big Bird was based on one of his previous creations, a 7-foot dragon created for a La Choy advertising campaign. Big Bird's costume is hot and heavy. The performer inside needs to take a break every 10 to 15 minutes during filming. And let's see. The last one I have is Big Bird has cousins all around the world in adaptations of Sesame Street. So, in the Netherlands, he is called Pino and is pale blue with yellow rings around his eyes and multicolored feathers on top of his head. Minkus Kus, I think that's how you would say it, is Turkey's version. He is orange and has pink feathers on his face. In Brazil, he is called Garibaldo. The original Garibaldo was bright blue with a long pointed beak and blue striped legs. In 2007, Brazil introduced a yellow version identical to the American Big Bird. So, if you had guessed Big Bird, you did a great job. If not, you've learned a lot about him today, and I hope you enjoyed this segment of Who Am I? And I will see you next time.